Hi there, this is Bibi here. Welcome to a new video and I hope you are doing well and stay safe. Today I'm going to be talking about Viviva Colorsheets. One of the top qualities of this coloring medium is that it's super portable. The color sheets comes in this booklet that only measures 2 inches 3/4 by 5 inches and a half. And these are handmade in India by women in the local community. These are concentrated dyes on a sheet of paper with almost no binder, so that the colors are pure, intense, and vibrant. In this booklet, you will find brief instructions and 16 different colors. There is a color guide at the bottom of each page, but once I tried the colors, I noticed that the color guide is just for reference because the colors are different and a lot more vibrant. There are 2 colors per sheet and the sheets are divided or separated by wax paper, and this will avoid the dyes from mixing together when they are wet. So this is my booklet, brand new. It looks pretty clean and neat, and I was trying to keep it that way. But you know, I discovered that it's impossible and you have to relax and just enjoy. So I found this piece of paper in the booklet, and I guess this is to create a kind of a stand to place the color sheets on your desk like so that this will allow the watercolor sheets to dry faster. So now I'm going to do some swatches, and this is important because this will allow me to see the real color and qualities of the dyes. The only thing I'm not going to be able to prove today is the light fastness. That will tell how long the colors last when exposed to light or humidity. For some artists, this is very important because you don't want your artwork to vanish with the time. This is the only question I have about these watercolor sheets, and as I'm in the field of card making and papercraft, I don't really bother about that. The main plus of these pigments is that they are extremely vibrant and vivid, and the colors are beautiful, and they are translucent. As you see there, I applied this over the lines of the stamped image, and I still can see perfectly what is underneath, even using the darker tones. I was using Arteza watercolor paper that is a very absorbent paper. So in this specific paper, when I apply water over the colored image, the dye didn't activate with water. So I initially thought that these dyes were staining, but then I did other tests and they are semi-staining. This is important because on Arteza watercolor paper, the colors dry permanently. But when using other watercolor papers, the colors will bleed or activate upon contact with water or any moisture. So that's very important to know. Something peculiar is that the most I work with Arteza watercolor paper, I noticed that this paper really grab any paint or pigment or dye and it make it totally permanent. If you see there, the paints or colors are not moving anywhere. They stay on the images. But if you do this on other watercolor papers, you will find some bleeding. So it's very important to taste the products in different paper qualities as well. I also wanted to check blendability, and these are fully blendable. You can blend the colors when they are still wet on the paper, or you can also extract the color on a clear block or a color palette, mix them there, and then apply them to your images. I also found that even though these dyes are semi-staining or staining on Arteza watercolor paper, you can also layer them up. So for example, if you add a yellow shade over an image, then you can apply a little bit of blue and the color will look green because this dye or colors are translucent, and every shade of color you apply to your artwork will affect the other. as different products behave different on different watercolor paper, I'm going to use now COTMAN watercolor paper by WINSOR and Newton. This is a really nice, affordable watercolor paper. And I'm going to do super quick swatches without the stamping. This allows me to see the pure color of the dyes in the color sheets, and it also allows me to see the performance of these colors on other kind of watercolor paper. These are just stunning, and I just wanted to do this so you can see the colors a little bit better as well. Last but not least, I have two very important essential tips to bear in mind when working with these color sheets. The first is to use very little water when lifting the color from the color sheet. Then you can mix the dye in the brush with more water outside the sheet, not on the sheet. And the second one is to clean your brush every time you change color. This will allow you to keep your pigments clean. And when I filmed this, I already made a couple of projects and the sheets are not looking messy at all. Okay, I made a first sample, but I'm not going to share the whole process because it's just the same coloring always, and I was just trying to understand the colors and to see how the colors dry when you mix them here and there, when you do different things. And it's super important to mention that today I'm also using Polkadoodle stamps. So this was a card I made when I was testing the waters with these pigments. And now I'm going to play some music, and just music only, to share with you some fun ideas to get crafty with Viviva Colorsheets. that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel or visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. Find supply list in the video description. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!